When you're in the depths of depression, advice often sounds like noise. Even the tools that once helped might feel completely pointless. Now, if you've ever had the thought that nothing's working, this is all hopeless, this is an episode specifically for you. Today, what we're going to do together is we're going to learn what it means to offer self-compassion when nothing seems to help, and why that might be the most healing step of all. Hello, my name is Kimberly Quinlan. Welcome to Your Anxiety Toolkit. This is a podcast where we teach you everything you need to know about anxiety and how to do it kindly. I am on a mission over here at Your Anxiety Toolkit to teach you exactly what I teach my clients. I'm an OCD, anxiety, and depression specialist, and my goal is to teach you what I teach them, and so that you can go and suffer less. Now, I often hear my clients say, I've tried everything and I still feel this way. They might be really frustrated at this point. And I know in that moment, the absolute beautiful, quiet power of this skill called self-compassion, especially when everything else is falling short. And that's what we're here to talk about today. So I cannot tell you how much it breaks my heart when I can witness someone who feels so stuck, because I've been there before, when you feel broken, you're hopeless, and you really honestly don't know what the next step is. Now, my goal here at Your Anxiety Toolkit is to give you easy, compassionate tools that are super effective and science-based. So let's get started. Now, I want to first recognize that nothing works moment is actually a critical turning point for long-term recovery. Now, what we want to do here is we want to recognize that this moment that you're in is not a form of failure. It's a sign of exhaustion, and it's a sign of hopelessness. Your brain is tired. Your body is exhausted, and you in this moment need care, not criticism. This is a moment where you need radical compassion. It is the most helpful and needed step moving forward. Now, often what people will say is they will have some rebuttal for me. They'll say, it just feels wrong. It feels silly. It feels icky to practice compassion. But let me share with you a couple of core points here. Remember that depression's job is that it distorts your worthiness. It lies, and it tells tons of lies to tell you that you're not worthy, that you're not trying hard enough, that something's wrong with you. But that isn't fact. That's just a symptom of the actual depression you're experiencing. Now, self-compassion directly challenges that voice. And again, it can feel very unfamiliar and even threatening, but it can be so beneficial. And what I want to offer to you here is, even if it feels icky, I want you to practice it anyway. Make a commitment softly, repetitively, and without push and demand. We're tending to ourselves and our suffering. We're not trying to make it go away. We are gently leaning in and nurturing ourselves when things are so painful. Now, let's take a look at what self-compassion actually means, or what it actually looks like with depression. So it's not just saying nice things to yourself. It's not just saying positive things. It's actually treating yourself like someone who's deeply worthy of care, and that's you. It's treating yourself like you would treat a loved one, from respect and love and compassion for them. It sounds like this is unbearable and you still deserve kindness. It's acknowledging, yes, this is painful. I feel so hopeless. And for that reason, I'm going to soften. I'm going to be gentle and kind. I'm going to care for myself and ask, what is it that you need in this moment that's within your control? Now, remember, self-compassion is not a quick fix. Think of it more like a balm, something that you use to help you move on, to use your other skills that we've talked about here on Your Anxiety Toolkit. Now, here are a few things I want you to practice or experiment saying to yourself on these hard depressive days. Number one, you could say, this hurts more than I can explain, but I'm doing the best I can. You might say, if nothing feels good right now, I still deserve gentleness. Or sometimes I have clients say, I deserve to not beat myself up, meaning like you don't have to do nice things for yourself. At the least, just practice not saying unkind things. Another thing you might say is, I don't need to be better to be loved, that I'm worthy even in this very depressed state. Now, another thing to think about here it's more than just words. I'm going to give you some other practical ways to practice self-compassion when you're numb, tired, or depressed. Number one, go and find the warmest, fuzziest blanket you have in your cupboard. And I want you to wrap yourself in it and put your left hand on your right hand arm and your right hand on your left shoulder and squeeze. You're giving yourself a hug. You might also touch your arms and tend to yourself. Like, oh my goodness, this is really hard. I'm so sorry you're going through this. You might also listen to your breathing with curiosity. Just listen to your breath or the sound of the leaves or the sound of the snow falling, the sound of a clock ticking, a sound of gentle, beautiful, loving music, whatever feels delicious and yummy to your heart. Just put your attention onto listening to noises instead of ruminating. A lot of the time people are depressed, they get stuck in a significant degree of rumination. And we have to catch that and bring our attention back to our breath. Another thing is you can place your hand on your heart and just remind yourself you are not alone. Millions of people struggle with depression every single day. When you walk down the street and you see someone who looks happy, you have to remind yourself you have no idea what's going on and that there are folks walking around with depression everywhere. You are not alone. And the last thing is let yourself rest without the guilt. On the days where you can barely get out of bed, if the only thing you can do is get up and brush your teeth, just give yourself grace. If that's what you got achieved today, that is a great step. Well done. Celebrate you. One thing is all we need to work on at a time, right? So be gentle and kind today. Now, if you want to learn more about depression and way more skills, a lot of the cognitive and behavioral skills we use with my clients, you can head over to cbtschool.com/depression. We have a full course called Overcoming Depression. We teach exactly the steps I take my clients through, whether they have just depression or they have that as an existing condition. We have a workbook. I will take you step by step through the entire program. It's an on-demand course, so you can watch it as many times as you want. And I hope that is a helpful resource if you're needing additional help. Now, here is your homework. I just want you to pick 3 practical techniques we discussed today, and I want you to practice them. We don't have to be perfect, and I just want you to practice, trial, experiment, try it on for size, see if you like it, see if you hate it. If you hate it, that's fine. Move on and try a different one. But the more you can experiment with this, the more likely it is to finally land for you, okay? Now, the last thing I want to remind you is we are only in the business here to make 1% improvements. So many people on the internet are trying to sell you programs saying, I will completely cure you and make everything go away and you'll have a perfect life afterwards. And that ends up making you feel worse because the truth is things don't change like that long term. The real long-term benefits of recovering from any mental health condition is making 1% improvements at a time. So just keep that as a compassionate act to keep things realistic for you. Okay? Don't forget now, if nothing is working, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you need kindness more than ever. And that kindness can start with you. As always, thank you so much for being here. I know how precious and valuable your time is. Thank you for spending it with me. I hope you're being gentle today. I hope that you can take something from this and hear my voice. I hope that you can believe me because I fully believe you deserve kindness. And so I hope that this is something that lands for you today. I'll see you in the next video.